She sent hope downriver, never expecting it to return addressed to her. Has hope ever found you at your lowest? Let us know in the comments section below. Hit that like button and let's get into it. She didn't start with a prayer, or a plan, or even the belief that anything could change. Ilara simply stood by the riverbank one cold evening and let a lantern go. A small, shaking flame drifting downstream, carrying a note she wrote with hands that had forgotten how to be steady. If you're hurting, hold on, light returns. She didn't expect anyone to find it. She didn't really expect anything anymore. It was just something she did to keep the darkness from swallowing her whole. And she kept doing it, night after night. Dozens of lanterns, dozens of tiny hopes she could barely feel herself. The river carried them away, one soft glow at a time. Until one came back. She spotted it floating upstream against the current, as if the river itself refused to let her give up. Ilara caught it in shaking hands and opened it. Inside was a single reply. "Your light reached me." A few days later, another lantern returned, then another, each with new notes. Some were short, like, "Thank you, I needed this." Some were tender, like, "How did you know?" And some contained raw emotion, like, "Does the pain stop?" Ilara felt something she hadn't allowed herself to feel in a long time, a pull. Not quite hope, but the possibility of it. Still, the more personal the notes became, the more she trembled before opening them. She wanted connection, but she feared it too, because you can't stay hidden and be seen at the same time. And then, one day, a note shook her. Not because of what it said, but because of the handwriting. It was familiar, small and precise. "Whoever you are, I think you saved me." She had seen this handwriting before. Every morning at the river, on the notebook of the quiet teen who always sat under the oak tree. He was always sketching and scribbling, avoiding eye contact with the world. She had assumed he needed no one, that he needed nothing. As she looked up from the note, she saw him standing across the river, holding the newest lantern in his hands. Their eyes met. His voice was barely more than a ripple as he said, "You looked so sad. I wanted to send something back." She couldn't believe it. All this time, she thought she was saving a stranger, but he thought she was the one drowning. That night, they launched a lantern together, two hands releasing the same fragile light into the dark. Then another pair of hands joined, and another. Strangers were drawn by the glow, drawn to the shared ache of wanting to feel less alone. Soon, the river was lined with people sending their own messages, their own hopes, their own small flames into the night. A tradition was born. But for Ilara, the real tradition began long before the crowd. It began the first night she whispered courage onto paper and let it drift away. If you enjoyed Ilara's story, don't forget to leave a like and share this story of hope with someone. Because sometimes the hope we send out doesn't get lost. Sometimes it shows us the way back home. This has been a True Humanity Chronicle, stories that remind us what it means to be human.